169.
We shall see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 79 of Shattered Earth. A long time ago, in the last episode, you guys traveled with Shaxi across the desert, your Tabaxi companion, encountering many dangerous enemies along the way, until you finally reached the shining capital city of the Ashen Expanse, called Shijie, which is the home of all the Tabaxi people. You were not welcome inside the normal way, so you had to find a way to sneak inside through the outside drainage pipes, and managed to make your way through the city during nightfall to the home of a friendly Tabaxi merchant whom Shaxi knew from her time in the city. So the last thing that happened was she knocked on the door, spoke in Tabaxi a little bit, and then he invited you all into his home. That's where we'll pick up on this one. So, as this individual kind of shuffles you all inside quickly, kind of darting his head back and forth to make sure there are no guards watching. As soon as you kind of get in, he starts to rapidly move back and forth between the windows and close the blinds, close the shutters, lock all the doors. He turns the light on the lamp down real low that's inside, so everything's really dim light inside of his little home there. And then just a refresher for this one, this is a kind of tall and rotund Tabaxi merchant. You can see that he's clearly dressed in some form of light nightwear. His fur is tan with dark spots on it, and he seems very excitable at first glance. As you all kind of shuffle inside, you're watching him do this. Shaxi turns to you and says, "Okay, everyone, this is Kanjiro, my friend. He is the Tabaxi merchant I mentioned before. The one who deals in imported goods." Make yourselves at home. We will not be here for long, so take what rest you can and begin to prepare. And you see at this point, Kanjiro, the other Tabaxi, begins to, as he's finishing, closing stuff up, he turns to Shaxi, and they begin heatedly discussing in Tabaxi amongst themselves while you guys kind of do what you're doing. Does anyone have anything they want to do before we move
on? Well, I guess if Kanjiro is the merchant, I might. I realize they're probably going to be conversing for a while. I might wait for a break in the conversation and ask what he might have for sale. There's something in particular I'm in the market for. I don't know what he sells exactly, but yeah, there's definitely something I'd like to pick up if he has it in stock. If not a big deal, but I'll try to wait patiently and see if there's any kind of a lull or break point in the conversation. And
keep in mind that you're in this guy's home, and it is nighttime.
Yep. So he may not
for business necessarily. It seemed just from their body language alone, just passively reading the situation, it seems like he was not expecting this visit at all.
Okay.
So he's a bit
All right. Well, I guess if I see a lull in the conversation, I will, I will go over to him and just straight up offer him one platinum piece and simply say, "Your hospitality is appreciated. I understand you are taking quite a risk. So
He looks kind of like confused between you and Shaxi. And Shaxi kind of translates what you say. And he, in like very broken common response. Hope I get this right. No need, no need pay, no need pay.
Uh, I continue holding it out, and I just say, in gratitude, not pay, gratitude.
Gratitude. Gratitude. He like tilts his head like, what is this word? Shaxi kind of translates again and says, no, 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 no. Pleasure mine. Pleasure me.
All right.
Shaxi
Very well.
Rather, he says the pleasure is his. He deals in
Yep.
these imports. He does not have a chance to meet with other peoples from outside the city. Mostly he just buys whatever goods he can find from merchants that travel through the city. And those merchants are not often outsiders.
Okay. I put the platinum piece away, and I nod at her and at Kanjiro. So. All right.
He turns to you and looks at you and says a rapid smattering of tabaxi, which Shaxi translates. He asks which place you are from.
I guess the best answer I would have to give to that is, I guess I would just say Onik. Well, Onik, yeah. From
Onik. I know Onik. I know. Yep. And he like turns and he like rummages around in a trunk on the end of the room, and he brings out this like tapestry that he's been. He clearly is like he like wraps himself in it thinking it's a blanket, but it's actually it's a tapestry. He's like, see, I purchase Onik. I purchase.
Okay.
he's very excited to share that. He's like, I know where you're from. I know.
All right. Very good. I guess. I would probably for the most part leave him alone. He doesn't look like he's got much in the way of anything to trade right now, so unless there's a chance for me to do business with him later, I'll just, stay out of the way and, wait for an opportunity if there is one. So.
Sure. Is anyone else doing anything while they're having this conversation?
How big is this guy?
He's big for a tabaxi, but shorter than you. He's probably...
Okay, let me rephrase that. Are we talking like a fat sultan kind of cat, or are we talking...
Yeah, kind of fat sultan-y, yes. He's like... he's not diminutive. For example, Shaxi is probably 5'2" or 5'3". This cat is several inches above her, so he's probably, 5'6" or 7".
I look at everybody else and I didn't know they come in that wide.
Rude. Chance will ask Johnny. I don't suppose there's how long has the city been particularly isolationist?
Since it was founded. I mean, the people in the city, generally speaking, don't interact with outsiders much. The arrival of people from your places across the open sea, this is a relatively new development for people in Shige. And seeing as you've decided to colonize the land here, there has been animosity from the start. They feel people from your worlds have taken land that belonged to them by right. But they do not want open war.
Okay, I see. I think I know. I think I've seen where this has gone before. Okay.
This is an uneasy situation for the people here. Thankfully, the dangers that this place poses, that the expanse poses to travelers, has kept the spread of colonies to the coastline. But should any more encroachments occur into the expanse further westward, could lead to conflict that, quite frankly, I don't think anybody wants. So, people are kind of at a standstill, if you will.
It almost sounds like they're not even trying to actually resolve the situation, just letting it sit in animosity.
Pretty much. My people are guided by the light of Qaraako, and jumping to conflict is not one of his tenets. When asked his advice, our priests were merely told that they should be left alone to do as they wish on the coast. That there was some sort of divine plan or something that the gods had in store.
I have a very bad feeling about this. Well, you see, where we're from, we encountered few people that's doing really bad things. They seem to be worshipping, well, better lack of word, a bad deity. What if the sowing all this chaos is just part of that as well?
At the moment, the only chaos we have is within the walls of the city. Not so much between nations. It's more of a standstill at the moment.
Oh, so this is like at this point, this is only idle speculation. We have nothing beyond basic suspicion. Like, no way to connect it, no way to prove anything.
Yeah, it's essentially just because I don't think there's like a word for this, but it's basically a Cold War. People are anxious about each other being so close, and in conflicting goals with each other. But there's not much that can be done about it at the moment. The cities that are along the coastline here only exist because of the continued operation, really, of the Adventurers Guild that protect travelers and merchants and stuff. It's not dangerous. It's not safe to travel even those roads along the coast, and much less like into the expanse itself. There's numerous dangers and monsters that roam all around Arval, not just the expanse, as well as weird like landscapes and biomes and stuff that don't necessarily have a traveler's best interest in mind. So until somebody figures out a way to make one of those sides budge, it's basically a waiting game to see what the next move is.
Well, I probably at this point, if I'd probably pull Chance to the side and kind of mention to him that I've still got that old letter with the black circle seal on it from way back when. I'm kind of gonna sort of whisper to Chance and be like, do you think I should show that to either of our friends here? Let them know that it means danger, that this is the sign of the very, very bad foreigners?
I wouldn't.
That they all right, I don't want to cause unnecessary alarm, but
it's a matter
there's a chance that one of them have seen it.
It's not a matter of basic alarm. It's a matter of tensions are already riding high.
Okay.
It's a situation.
I think it'll make things worse.
It's a situation where, yes, I do think it'll make things worse.
Okay.
It'll be a situation where anyone who is desiring to what's the word to say here? It would make it so any faction in GJ that wants to have an excuse, this would give them an excuse.
That it would. Never mind. Okay. Well.
In any case, we are only using Kanjiro's home for a little bit. Want to wait to the next guard change in order to make our move on the pyramid, which should be in about an hour. So, any preparations that you need made, do them now.
Okay. I guess on that note, I will produce the hand crossbow that I've got from my bag, and I'll just hold it out, not pointing toward anyone, just kind of hold it out to both of them and say, "Do you have anything that goes in this?" And I will point at the spot where bolts would go. Do either of you have any things that go in this? That's it.
You see Kanjiro's ears kind of like flatten, and he like clasps his paws in front of you and says something in Tabaxi, which Shaxi translates as, he is not a weapons dealer, unfortunately. He more of an odds and ends type of merchant. And in any case, his stock is locked away inside of his shop.
Understood.
How long would you say we'll be able to rest? Would it be like a long rest or short rest?
1 hour, so short rest.
Yep, just shorts. Yep.
So, if anyone has anything they want to do over a short rest, other than take the short rest, let me know.
Well, if my sheet ever fucking opens up, because I clicked on it when we started, I still have it open.
How are we wanting to handle the getting into the temple?
I will not be able to join you inside. The plan is to lure the guards away with the distraction, to make it easier for you to enter the pyramid yourselves.
Do realize that if we are noticed while we are in there, they will likely try to kill us.
Yes, that is the risk we take. And frankly, I will be trying to take most of that risk off of you, at least for the beginning part. Once you are inside the Qaibr Al-Shamas, the rest is up to you.
I want you to realize that there's a very real chance that by you inviting us into that temple, people will die. Are you prepared to carry that burden?
The Pharaoh's men work at her behest, and I am afraid that her decisions are poisoning this city. Many more will die if we do not do this. They mean well. They are just doing their jobs, but they are an obstacle we unfortunately must pass if we are to succeed.
So I look up at her and wave her. So I'm looking directly, as close as I can into her eyes, and I say, "So you want us to stop the poisonous decisions by any means necessary, correct?"
I want you to go inside the pyramid and find out what is poisoning my people, and stop it if you can. If you cannot, proof would be enough for at least somebody to enter the pyramid that can maybe purify it, one of the priests. Anything that can change the pharaoh's mind about the Qaibr.
I asked you, are you prepared to carry that burden of what you are asking us to do?
Of course,
She
I would
said,
do anything for my people. Anything.
Okay.
It is unfortunate, but again, I have thought this over. It's been many months in the making. I have thought this over. I have considered the possibilities. When I compare, my life is nothing compared to the lives of my people. I would gladly give it up for them.
All right.
So, over the next hour or so.
While
guys-
we're taking
Good.
the rest, while I'm taking the rest, I'm just going to shift around Fuego's evolutions a tad.
Sure. Do what you gotta do. Is anyone else doing anything special in preparation? Any buffing spells? Any potions? Anything like that?
Erased. Did I de-summon Xenovor?
You can. I don't think you did.
Okay.
You can de-summon him if you want to make it easier.
Sure.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes. What's up?
Okay, thank God.
Mhm.
Okay, so what I wanted to do was, I'm going to pop my second level spell slot into Pearl Power, and use the Channel Divinity to get that slot back as a short rest.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
And one thing I would probably nod at, I believe it is Chance and Valerian about, I would probably mention to both of them, I believe you both have recently come into possession of footwear that makes you very quiet. If you think we'll need to be very quiet at some point in the near future, now might be a good time to put that on. You won't have to attune to it, but
I point out my shoes.
can't use it. Oh, looks like you're a step ahead of me.
I got
Yes.
rid of the other one.
I'm
Okay.
going to shift the Venom evolution to the Climb evolution.
Digimon, Digimon monster, Digimon are the champion.
If need be, having a climb speed might be useful.
Okay.
Mm,
Sure.
Yes, indeed.
And even more, it gives me access to a climb speed because I can just take it.
I guess I would also turn to. I'd probably also turn to Valerian and say that I don't know if we'll get use out of it or not, but that neat carpet that you bought recently, you remember the word that makes it do what it does, right? I think it starts with a T. So, if you know it, that's good enough for me. But,
It does not. It does not start with a T.
oh well.
It is Yatir.
Well, I don't remember it.
Yatir.
Oh, there's a T in there. That's something. Okay. Well, if Valerian knows it, good for him, because it's his carpet, so it's not really my problem at the moment. So
Take a
Yeah, I don't really have any buff spells that I would be using, so I'm looking around at them, but anything that I would have done as that would have been something else I might have prepared before, but didn't, so yeah, I don't see any ritual spells that would be particularly useful, so.
Okay.
Unless there's anybody that has something they want identified, I'm just gonna take it easy. So I don't think we have any mysterious goods that still need to be identified, so.
Not to my knowledge. I don't suppose that person, the fat cat, has any healing potions. Did anybody ask him?
Nobody's asked him
If you want to do that, go ahead. I've got a few myself, so I think, as far as I know, I'm good.
I asked the fat cat. Well, through the translation thing, I don't say he's the fat cat, but you know what I'm trying to say, damn it.
Yeah, you can see
Huh?
like he's been kind of like on the edges of every conversation that's been going on for the last hour. At some point, he like gets up and makes everybody some kind of like brewed tea. So he like sets his cup down and walks into a storage closet nearby and pulls out a small, like really like light wooden box with a couple of glass vials in it with red liquid inside.
Something a little glass bottle?
So if you want, you can purchase up to 3 basic healing potions.
I look at everybody else like, help me out here? I'm sort of broke after that flying carpet.
Yeah, I guess I'll ask indirectly. You know, how much for 3?
It's 150. Each potion is worth 50 gold.
Okay, all right. I will just hand him over 15 platinum and then hand the vials to Valerian.
Yay. How many? 2?
3.
Yay.
3 basic healing
Thank you.
potions.
Welcome. May you not need them, but we'll see how that goes.
Okay, let's be honest.
As you kind of do this exchange, the merchant kind of puts the box back and then does a little like bow to you. Okay. Is everybody ready to go? We're getting close to the guard change.
As raised, I think we will be.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Very well. Tanjiro. Advaran Alakayam. And then she says, Nimat al-Nur Tushiri. And Kanjiro responds with Nimat. And you guys depart the residence under cover of night. Now, I need everybody to make me stealth checks as you are trying to move through the city quietly, I assume.
I've got the well, right before we set out, I don't mind using my innate casting of Pass Without Trace if everyone wants to gather in close.
That would probably be useful given how we have a amber plate now.
I am okay with that, so I'm gonna cast that, and that'll be up for the next hour as a +10 to stealth for everyone. And you better believe I'm putting the hood up on my cloak.
Okay.
So
I just roll
Right.
not at disadvantage. Yay!
Joe.
mhm.
Pretty good.
Yep. Let's see. And
30 for you. 32 for you.
stealth. I'm trying to roll it. Why is it not rolling? It's being weird.
34.
But I didn't give Fuego the
Okay.
pass without. But yeah, Fuego does have Shadow Blend, so he does have advantage on stealth checks.
Yes, he
Since
does.
it's
15
Oh,
for
that's
him.
15.
I mean,
I guess that
I'm pretty
doesn't
sure the
roll.
other rolls are fine.
Okay, I'm
I mean,
trying to make mine. That's here. Hold on a second. Let me pull things up. Oh, here we go. Should be advantage. Okay.
36, and Shuxy got a 22, so you're good on that. Yeah, you guys are fine. Pass it out. It does its job. Even muffling Valerian's heavy armor as it does. So, as you guys kind of move your way through the streets once more, you don't have to travel too far. It's maybe a 10-minute trek through all the back alleys, pausing every now and then to let a guard patrol by. You can see the guards. There are these large Leonin creatures with big, intimidating manes and midnight black armor with red cloth adornments. Each patrol carrying torches and really wicked-looking battle axes as they patrol. They usually patrol in groups of 3. So, as you are kind of moving back and forth, letting these people pass, easy enough to get up to the base of the pyramid. Once you're there, those of you who can see, those of you with a passive perception above, a 13, can be able to see that there are many more guards around the base of the pyramid than there were on the streets. There are probably 5 different guard patrols that are constantly moving back and forth, checking things, and there are 2 guards that are posted at the entrance to the pyramid, which is a square kind of recess into the base itself, from where you guys are kind of hidden in the alleyway there. Shaxi turns to the group and says, "Okay, this is where I take my leave of you. You will know the signal when it happens, and when their guards move to investigate, that is your cue to enter the pyramid." She reaches into her leather armor, pulls out her holy symbol, which you've seen her use on several occasions. Take it off her neck and hand it to who wants to take it. I don't care who takes it.
I already got a
David.
holy symbol. Somebody else get it.
I guess David will.
Yeah, she hands it to David, and she says, "All you need to do is hold the holy symbol up and recite the basic blessing of Qaraako. Yamat Anwar Toshiri. The door should open for you then."
Okay.
"Thank you for helping me, my friends. This means a lot to me. You have no idea." With that, she slinks off into the shadows, and it's about another 2 minutes that go by of you guys just waiting and watching in this alleyway, hidden in shadow as you are from the Pass Without Trace spell that is on you. When all of a sudden you hear and see a loud explosion and a burst of light from off in the distance, over in an alleyway across the plaza, and you immediately, every guard on edge, battle axes out, torches drawn, all 5 guard patrols converging on one point. The 2 guards at the doorway, however, do not move from their post. They are on edge, though. So, what would you like to do?
Well,
I think we should go now.
yeah, we gotta go past. We gotta go past them. This, I whisper over to Chance. This remind you of that time when we tried to get on the ship? I guess nothing beats a classic. Distraction. All right.
Wait, couldn't we all fly?
I know I can. I don't know who else is able to.
I mean, I could resummon Xenivore. But the picture will take a minute.
Yeah, I don't know if we have time for that, so...
You
I think
resummoned Xenivore while we were
He desummons Xenivore while you guys were waiting.
Oh,
To be more low profile. Yeah.
Because Xenivore has heavy armor, so he has
Okay.
disadvantage on stealth.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. All right. Real quick, anybody have any ideas for getting past these guys? I'd really like to get as little blood on my hands as possible. They are just here to do a job, but they're also on the wrong side. Chance, how are we going to do this? We probably don't want to do it loud, but we better do it quick. I mean, I could try casting a spell here, but there's a pretty good chance it won't go great. But if nobody's got a better idea, I can try to help these guys take a nap.
Pretty sure that they have too much life in them for that, but
how durable
No.
do they look like at a glance?
What role would this be?
That's a very good question.
This would be like an intelligence roll, I guess, or an insight. I'd say just either straight intelligence or insight.
I'll try rolling intelligence to see if they look super tough, I guess. So,
It's a 13.
all right. Intelligence. Okay. There. Oh, 10.
I mean, I'll give you the obvious.
I know even less than.
What you know already is that they're decked out in head to toe in armor, and they are carrying big ass battle axes. They're also Leonin. They're not Tabaxi, so they're heavy set. You think just based on just looking at them, you're like, these guys are going to fucking wreck us physically if we get into a fight with them.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to head that off.
Can
I mean,
Alright,
you could fight them and take them on. You have the numbers. I'm not saying you won't win. I'm just saying it's going to be loud and you might get hurt.
No, okay, let me ask you a question. Knowing what I know about magic, can I, looking at them and remembering how the sleep spell works, could I hazard a educated guess on whether or not sleep would work here?
They seem too hardy for sleep. Unless you cast it super high and get real lucky with rolls. Then you might be able to get one.
Well.
So unless you're softening them up first, sleep ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Here's the plan.
I'm not
All
sure
right.
what to do. I'm sorry.
Well, are they? I'm assuming they're more than 30 feet away from us. I assume.
They're about 30 feet away across the courtyard.
Okay, so they are 30 feet away across the courtyard.
Yeah, you guys are currently
Well,
crouched in an
here's
alley
something-
hidden in the shadows, basically.
Here's a thing, but if it goes bad, it's gonna go real bad. That's what I got, and I'll, kind of whisper that over to Chance. Do I want to do this on them? Because it'll get us a minute, and a minute should be enough time to get inside. But they're if it doesn't work, this could get ugly fast. We want to go with that?
Options. No. Seems like that's all we got.
Okay. I am burning a 3rd level slot to cast hypnotic patterns centered on the guards. So it
Wait.
What? Who else am I casting it on?
No, I just had something of an idea. Just let me read the spell right quick.
Okay. I'll hold off a second. If you got another
Shit.
idea, but we gotta figure it out. You know.
Are they standing right in front of the door?
They're
Or,
kind
like,
of
what-
flanking the entrance. So the entrance to the pyramid is recessed inside of it. So like the pyramid itself, it's a three-sided pyramid, and on that sloped wall, there's a rectangular indent where the doors are, and they're standing on either side of that indent on the outside of it.
Now, is the door? If the door is closed, and we need to open it with the little prayer thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that changes my plan. So no, go for it. I was thinking I could use Dimension Door plus Fuego's teleport to kind of get past them and open the door, and then we just
Okay.
bypass them entirely. But
Well, you
Dimension
All
Door
right.
can only carry one.
You could. You can only take one person with you.
Yeah, Dimension Door can
Dimension
only
Door
take one
doesn't
person.
require sight.
That's-
Like you don't have to see where you're going. You just have to know where you're going.
Yeah, and
you
the-
could
and the
teleport
good
to
news
the other
is-
side of the door and hope that nothing's on the other side, and then say the prayer from the inside to open.
Yeah, and even David could do that with that cloak he's got, but
Problem is
So,
the moment we open the door, the guards go like, "What the fuck?"
That is true.
exactly. So let's just let's at least try this, and if it goes bad, it goes bad. So yeah, I cast Hypnotic Pattern centered on the guards, so it will extend 15 feet in each direction in a cube out from them. So 15 in front of them, 15 behind.
Sure.
And again, it should only affect creatures within the cube that see it, not us outside the cube, just the ones inside, like it says.
Yeah, you should
So-
be fine. So my question to you is this: what does your hypnotic pattern look like?
Let's see. I think I'm going to make the pattern just look like
Have it look like a mini sun, because like they're.
I don't want to draw extra attention from. I want something a little more subtle that won't draw the attention of a lot of other guards
It's
that
a-
may or may not be nearby. So
It's a
I'm going to.
Okay.
It's a twisting pattern of colors. It doesn't say it's brightly colored, just colors. So I'm going to go with muted colors of shifting sand dunes. Just a bunch of illusory sand dunes in front of them, twisting in intricate patterns and waves, and just being very, very much like dunes under the night sky that have suddenly appeared right in front of them, and are just sort of soothing in their undulations back and forth.
Okay. And your DC is 17.
That's what I'm going with. Let's make absolutely sure on that. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So let's go there. Yep, spell save DC is 17. So let's see what happens or doesn't.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
Here are the rolls.
Oh boy.
9 and a 7.
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah.
So, you watch as your shifting pattern of sands appears nearby. The guards at either end of the door become like slack jawed and their eyes go like droopy. You watch as like the battle axes that they were hefting in preparation of defense, kind of slacken down and rest on the ground nearby, next to their feet, and they're just transfixed by this hypnotic swirling pattern. You got 60 seconds.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Go.
Let's go. David, go in front and say that prayer. Let's do it.
I go in front and say the prayer.
Cool. So you hold aloft this holy symbol that Shaxi gave you, say the prayer, and you watch as immediately, as soon as you finish, a flare of light comes from the amulet itself for a brief moment. So it kind of like blinds you for half a second, and you see like spots in your vision. But a second later, the doors themselves, you hear the shifting of stone on stone as they grind open and swing inside. You are free to enter the pyramid.
Go.
Once
Stepping
we
aside,
end,
go ahead.
Yep.
Once we all get through, I'm going to say the prayer again. Hopefully that closes the door.
Yeah. So yeah, that's fine. So you can say the prayer again. That's fine. The doors shut behind you, and you are met with a dark space, a dark interior. Those of you with dark vision can see. If I can scroll down and find you. Where are you guys?
That's
Apologies for the interruption. I had to get it out there because we only had 60 seconds.
Yep.
That's fine. I just need to change one
Yep.
thing. No entrance lighting.
And I'll as soon as we're in and right after he says the prayer, I'm gonna lean my head up at Chance and whisper, hopefully loud enough for him to hear, and if not, fine. I'm saying fairly quiet. I've never actually cast that one before.
I'm gonna cast it at the back of my head.
Okay. You're designating all of your allies, I'm assuming? Because there's no other way
Yeah,
for
unless
you to
you
do
guys
ghost light
want
in
to have
the
a dark vision. Unless they prefer to have a dark vision instead.
Unfortunately, there's no way to exclude it from you, so I will just have to do...
Yes, there is.
what
I just have to not designate them.
No, I understand, but there's no way for me to do it on roll 20, where only certain people get
Ah,
to see the
got
light.
it.
So it's bright light for 20
Yep.
and additional for 20. Okay.
Yep.
Also, for the record, in case it comes up, VG, Fuego does have tremor sense.
Okay, that's good to know.
Oh, that's right. You did that. I remember you mentioning that. Yeah. Smart.
Okay. So, you are inside the pyramid. When you enter inside, you are met with a large mural of what you would assume to be Qaraako facing you. Arms outstretched, and, appearing as, the radiant sun god that he is. There are hallways to the left and to the right. You may go down. You can also see down the right-hand hallway a number of sarcophagi that have been kind of laid out here at the entrance that appear to be empty at the moment.
Let's start.
So,
Let's
would you
go
like to go first?
away from the sarcophagus.
Yeah, I would mention to Chance. I know that's an opportunity for some history over there, but
I know.
We were,
Believe me, I know.
Wait, hold up. Is that sarcophagus open? You said, right?
Many of them appear to be empty. Like the lids are removed and the bodies are empty, from what you can see.
I changed my mind. Let's go to the sarcophagus.
Well, no.
My reason being is simple. There's nothing there right now. At least for now, we know that's safe.
well,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah, we've got that, or an unknown hallway. There's that. And I would... Oh, that's probably a good idea.
Seeing as he's already on the map, I would assume so.
Yeah. And just as a point, how high are the ceilings in here? Are they 10 feet, or how high up?
Ceilings in this part are about 10 feet high, yeah.
Okay.
Which
Who
means
here
that
has the...
you're not going to be able to, avoid things by flying up.
Unless they're-
Space-wise, it wouldn't make any sense.
Who?
Unless they are bad floor. So
Can you guys hear me?
as we have
Yes. We're
Yep,
sorry. We're
yep.
discussing ceiling height because
Yep.
it's important. Tabaxi are relatively short, so this is actually a high ceiling for them, but not for you guys.
Who
Man,
here has the best perception score?
Probably me.
Can you listen at the door, see if you hear anything, like, I don't know, guards trying to get in or some shit like that?
If my sheet ever opens up, yes.
Kind of just want to...
Yeah. Mine's no slouch. I can give it. actually, yeah. If I would probably nod over to Valerian and be like, "Are you holding that shield? You know, that shield."
Did you give that shield to him, or was that Xenivore?
I already have one, but yes, I have a sentinel shield.
Yeah,
Oh, Xenivore.
that might be useful.
What
So-
does sentinel shield do?
Doesn't give you better perception stuff?
Yeah, big time.
Oh, advantage. Got it.
Yeah,
Casting.
on.
Probably.
Yep. Other things.
Advantage on
good
initiative rolls
good for.
and perception checks.
Yeah, it's a good shield. There's a reason I have one in my inventory myself, even though I can't use it yet.
Okay, I am going. It's not one per turn either. Yeah, okay, I'm going to use that, but I'm also going to cast guidance on myself since I have time.
Sure. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, a 22. So on the other side of the door, you can make out, as kind of the hypnotic pattern ends, after a little while, you can hear like confused tabaxi mutterings on the other side of the door, and you can hear, you also hear like the commotion of other people like running by. So you think that the guard patrols are done investigating whatever they were investigating, the distraction, the shocks he made, and they're now spreading about the area, like looking for other interlopers.
They're not looking to get in yet, but they're searching.
All right. Well,
All right, let's go.
in that, yeah, let's proceed with all due haste. My vote is go by the sarcophagi. If nothing else, there's obviously more room over there, so if there is trouble, we may have a chance to at least have some more options. I'm not in love with a little narrow hallway off to the side over there. So, all right. I'm carefully moving over here, and you know what? Just because there have been experiences with bad floor in the past, I am actually gonna just fly over to this point. So unless that's a problem, I mean I'm little, so I will go as high as I can and get my 3 feet of.
Sure.
Yeah, fly close to the ceiling, get my 3 foot tall self as up there as I can, and just kind of go over to this point. And here I am.
Okay.
Up high. I don't know if there's any trouble, but here I am.
If you want to check for trouble, you can make either an investigation or a perception check.
Yeah, I'll
If you make an
probably.
investigation check, it's got to be on something specific.
Yeah, I'm. Probably going to. Yeah, let me just do. Perception just as a general rule. So, and if I see something, great. If I don't, okay. All right. It's not great.
You don't notice anything super off. By the way, it's a quirk of the map thing that I got, but those mummies aren't there on the map. There's no bodies. It's empty sarcophagi that line the hallway.
Understood.
I will let you know if there are dead things that are around.
Always good to know if they are there or not. And also, just as a thing, I was looking through my inventory after we were kind of talking about, does anybody have a pole when we were back in the past? Turns out I've got a perfectly good pole of angling I've had for a while. So
Fishing rod. Sure.
yeah, and it's also it's a 10-foot pole even when it's not a fishing rod. So
Fair enough.
it's a thing in the bag. It's how it is. So yay.
Might come in handy. Chelsea.
Potential pole. Anyway, okay. Well,
So with an 11, you don't really see much down the hallway, other than what's obviously there.
okay. Well, If anybody else wants to take a look, go ahead, but seems safe from here.
You do see, I think you can see this far. There is an intersection coming up, though, a little bit further down the hallway, where the pathway continues forward but also branches off to your left.
Okay. All right. I guess I'd probably wave to Chance and be like, "Hey, this is the way we're going." All right. Okay. And flitter. Go to about here. See if I see much of anything. Okay, some more sarcophagi there. Can I tell from here if it looks like those are stairs or something else?
It looks like on your left-hand side?
Yeah.
It looks like...
Or is that just like a wall?
If you peer around the corner, there's a small set of stairs that leads downward to another small place. It's like
Okay.
4 steps. It's not super long down.
Okay. All right, so it's not all the way down to like another whole floor, but still.
Not that you can see.
I guess I'll move up a bit more. All right. Okay, so I'm seeing like, I guess another corner kind of going around, and it looks like there's like some rubble and things. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna keep. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably just. Yeah.
Hey, David and Xenivore, stop
Kinda-
real quick.
Okay.
When you step up to that point on the thing there, the false floor at the center of the intersection falls away. I need you guys to, let's see. Oh, you just fall. Great. Awesome. So I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Both of you.
Okie dokie.
Xenivore can still fly, right?
Yeah.
So Xenivore's fine, but you are going to fall into the pit.
Hold on a second. Wouldn't Tremor Sense have picked that up?
No. It's a false floor.
How?
Tremor Sense can sense things moving around him, but a false floor, no.
One
Now,
minute, please.
Now,
That
if you
would
had a
require
wand of
a
secrets,
perception check of some kind.
but yeah. Oh well.
14. Okay, perfect. So, what happened is, just put that there. You step on the cover, and the doors swing open like a trap door, which causes you, David, to fall 20 feet down to the spikes below. You take 8 damage from the fall, so 8 points of bludgeoning damage there.
One moment.
Plus 16 points of damage from the spikes as you fall and are partially impaled. You also feel, as you kind of fall onto the spikes there, you feel not only the pain of being stabbed, but also the burning pain of poison being too close to your veins. Luckily, your Constitution saving throw was high, so you don't take as much damage. Total is 10, 14, 18. Halved is 9 points of poison damage as well. The rest of you just
9?
watch the floor fall away from David, and you hear him scream in pain as he lands on the spikes below. Xenivore dips down briefly before being able to catch himself and fly up.
Out. The word flies him out.
Okay. All right. As carefully as it can, peels you off of the spikes and moves you over to the side.
I learned my lesson. Ow.
You're just not having good luck with floors, are you?
No.
Okay, well, it's pretty clear somebody doesn't want us going one of these ways. The question is, do they not want us going over here or over here? I guess a way to find out might be I could take the 10-foot pole that I've got in my bag and just kind of fly over here and start tapping on nearby floor tiles. So see if they do anything. They might not. So
In that general area, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Yep. Tap 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 tap. Okay. Unless somebody's got a better idea, I'm just trying to poke the floor.
Why don't I go in front?
Pokey pokey poke. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. If you're feeling
roll does not trigger anything, so
okay.
Fairly confident
if you're
the floor around you is fine.
Okay, well, if anyone who's feeling particularly perceptive wants to take a look around, more power to them. But I'm just poking a floor. So, anybody?
Yeah,
Valerian?
you had the 10-foot pole or no?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, can I use that?
Yes, you may borrow it. So,
Cool. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to keep on every 5 foot I step. I'm going to look around to see if there's anything out of normal.
Okay.
I am doing a cursory check using my perception skill, not investigating.
Okay. Make a perception check.
And since I'm going to do it every 5 feet, I'm assuming that you're not going to allow me to guidance, so I'm just going to roll it.
Unless you're going to take forever to do this. 27. You're fairly confident that at least up until the turn to the left, there's nothing wrong about the floor.
Okay, up here, I'm going to check again.
Yeah, at
If
least
I could
until
ever
the corner.
fucking find that button.
Until the corner, you are good. Now, you do come to, as you kind of round the hallway here, you come to another hallway here where the steps kind of lead down a little bit further, and there's a hallway that's lined with tall stone statues, and the end of the hallway curves around to your right this time.
Alright, nothing out of normal, so I'm still going to go forward.
Okay.
I'm going to make another check here.
Go ahead. As you kind of like peer down the hallway, you're noticing that there are on some of the tiles very faintly carved spell sigils.
I point those immediately out to the people. It's like, don't touch that. Don't go near that. Don't sneeze at it. Don't look at it.
Can I identify what those are? Maybe Arcana check? Kind of know what those spell runes do.
Sure. If you roll high enough, I'll let you disarm it as well.
That's a 28.
Yeah, you're fine. Each of those tiles has something different to them. Each one triggering off of the last one. The primary one, the big one, that is kind of in the center here, kind of covers this area, is a spell of web that would stick anyone. And then
Nasty.
peripheral circles would then spawn conjure something, and other circles would then conjure other things. But the third one is less of a conjuring and more of an evoking.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh no.
Did I roll high enough to be able to disarm them?
Yeah. So you know that you can just scratch off the web one if you want to, like move up to it, scratch off one of the symbols, and it would deactivate the whole thing.
Chance will do so. Then he will
Where are you?
cautiously.
By the way? You're like eaten by somebody here. You got packed.
No.
There you are.
I'm right here. I didn't move.
Yeah.
Till now.
David was covering you on my screen.
Chance will go up to the web rune, scratch out a couple symbols.
Sure. So there. You walk up there, scratch symbols off, and you can watch. You kind of hear as your attunement to the arcane nature of the world. You hear like this like little dull white noise stop that you didn't even notice was there, and you are fairly confident that the trap in this hallway is now deactivated.
Runes are deactivated. Alright, the runes are deactivated.
Okay, I take advantage of that to go to this statue up here and just do an investigation roll on it because it seems potentially interesting. So I'm just going to do that real quick and see if there's anything of note about this statue that I'm next to. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
You do notice as you kind of fly up toward the head, there are very subtle indications of hinges on the mouth. The mouths are intended to open.
Ooh. Okay. Good to know. And I will probably share this information with everyone else if they're within range to hear me say it. I'm not trying to shout, but I'm definitely trying to make sure everyone knows there's something funny with the mouths of the statues. They are designed to open, and I'm thinking whatever's inside is not something we want.
Yeah, someone check for any more traps, because there's probably more than.
I was going to say,
Sorry.
the hinges on the mouths are part of the trap that you already disarmed.
Oh, they're part of the. Okay.
Yeah. There's only one trap in this hallway.
Okay,
You are fine.
good to know. All right. In that case, I will cautiously, move up a little bit, but I will wait for Valerian to see if there's anything especially unpleasant in the hallway, and I am also trying to make clear that I am staying up near the ceiling, so may not be the safest place, but so far the ceiling hasn't tried to kill anyone yet. So that's where I'm gonna stay.
Yep. So you cleared out this hallway up until the corner. You want to move up
Okay.
to the next section, you certainly can.
Okay, well, sounds good to me. I will pretty much just be moving up behind and above Valerian as he goes about possibly finding stuff, possibly not.
You're good until the corner, so you can move up to the corner of the hallway and then check.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
There are a lot of like long wide hallways with swaths of nothing after a certain point. So I'll tell you where you can go next to just kind of speed up you guys traveling around and not having to do a check every 5 feet.
Okay.
So before you see the stairs here go up this time, putting you back on the level where you were when you entered. And you see in front of you as you kind of round the corner another seemingly empty hallway with a pile of sand in the center. With a 28 perception check, you don't see anything untoward in this hallway.
shit. Hold on. Sorry. My boss just texted me. I was reading. What would you say?
I say you don't see, with a 28, you don't see anything that strikes you as potentially dangerous in this hallway.
All right. Let's go, guys.
You can move up to the corner if you want.
Okay by me.
As you kind of round the corner here, you do see several sarcophagi laid out on the floor, as well as another larger sarcophagi that takes up the most space in this kind of intersection here. This is kind of a weird, like, T intersection, with a pathway leading to your left and the hallway continuing forward as well.
Can I tell if do they all look to be empty like the ones before?
I'm sorry, hold on, I misspoke. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's my bad. So the big thing here is a statue with its arms kind of palms up in front of it, and the other sarcophagi are surrounding it. It's not a little sarcophagi; it's a statue.
Okay. But the sarcophagi, they all appear to be empty like the other ones were.
These ones are shut, except for this one. This one is open and has a mummified body inside.
Okay. Well, I will probably look over at Valerian and say, is there anything you would have to say about this sort of thing?
I swear to God, I'm pressing a goddamn button.
You trying to roll another perception check?
I know. I'm trying. It's not fucking rolling.
There it is.
No, I don't like that 18. Not at all.
Other than what I've described to you, nothing else comes to mind.
I guess I can.
Okay.
I can try doing a perception roll of my own for what little it's worth, so. Just to see. Could be nothing. Could be something. Alright. Let's see what happens. With my ordinary old perception roll. I noticed probably roughly as... Yeah, roughly as much as you do, so. Okay. Alright. I am following along behind. I guess something I would probably do is, if I can, how close do I need to be to the statue to roll investigation on it?
Within 5 feet.
Okay. I will be in front of it and roll investigation and hope it doesn't try to do something very, very bad. So,
Like, kill you?
Yeah.
Stone Golem
Sure.
fight. Everybody roll initiative. Go ahead, roll your initiative. Or not initiative. Roll your investigation check.
Woo.
Cool.
Hey.
6.
That's a pretty good one.
This statue clearly has some significance to it. By the way, anytime you see a statue, I can't really help it, but anytime you see a statue, it's of a catfolk. So just keep that in mind.
Well, yeah, it would be really weird if it wasn't.
It is a really large statue. It's a floor to ceiling type of statue. Palms upward, catfolk looking very regal, wearing a headdress and fine clothing, at least depicted as such.
Do I see anything obviously jointed or unusual for a statue about it, like the other ones I saw before?
Other than its size, no.
Okay. Alrighty. I guess that's good enough for me. I don't know what else I could do other than maybe making an Arcana roll to see if it's somehow super magical, but it just looks like a really nice statue. Could be a magic statue. If it won't hurt anything, sure. I'll I'll see if I get any sort of magical sort of.
Do this for me. Roll a religion check.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Not the thing, but why not? That's actually pretty good for me.
You do not notice anything that catches your eye other than the obvious religious imagery that this is like a servant of Qaraako or whatever. Like this tomb is crawling with that kind of religious iconography. You do know, like, just from all the checks that you've made, just in general, this statue holds some kind of importance. Like this is clearly a central feature of this part of the tomb for a reason, but determining that reason, you might have to look elsewhere, or you might have to figure it out some other way, as nothing's coming to mind at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. I would probably try to take a good look at the details of the statue, so that way if I see something similar again, I'll remember.
Would we say this is worth the use of a Wand of Secrets charge?
I would say yes.
Barring any other obvious sort of way to look at it, because it doesn't look like it's got any sort of obvious mechanicalness to it that I could spot before, and it doesn't seem to, have anything else going on, but that's how secrets are, so if you wanna do it, have at it.
I only get 3 of these.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you think there's something better we can save it for, okay, but I'm mainly just trying to memorize the details of this statue, so if I see the same thing again later, I'll know that it is something important.
I think I will use one. So I will take out the Wand of Secrets, hold it out, activate it.
Okay. You do not get any indication of a trap or a secret door within 30 feet of you.
Oh well.
Rip.
Well.
Swear to God, I get no use out of this fucking thing in this dungeon.
Well,
I mean, that was a good area to think about using.
It seems like a fairly significant area as far as you've come across thus far. So
that seems likely. Okay, I will. I guess.
I'm still gonna be annoyed if this does nothing this whole dungeon.
Yeah, I'm just happy that I made a hypnotic pattern and it did something. So that's.
So they're like, oh hey, this is gonna be like a big, massive mega dungeon. So that 5 secret doors. Woo!
Well, you got a couple left. You never know. So.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going down the narrow hallway or the big hall?
Yeah. So far, narrow hallways haven't tried to kill us, but.
Narrow hallway.
It seems like it leads back to the other area.
You don't know that.
Oh,
hold on a sec. I gotta fucking deliver.
Yeah, does it feel like we've been going around in a circle? I don't know.
Probably this way does.
Shall see.
I'm okay with following him down there for now. So, if nothing else, us being in a narrower hallway means a somewhat better chance of maybe not getting spotted if somebody else happens to wander around in here. So, there's that. I'm not in love with the restricted movement, but let's just see where this goes, and if it's nothing important, we can always hopefully come back and see what's further on down to the left. So, all right, I'm following along above and behind Valerian. So,
okay. He just went to go pick up a delivery, so I'm wait for a second, or I can roll for him perception. Whatever he is, I think I'll roll for him perception.
Cool. And something tells me he's going to get a lot of use out of that shield. So.
19. I'll play him for a little bit, but he is confident enough in that there is nothing down this hallway. So I'm going to move him through the hallway to the next part.
All right, and I will follow along behind and wave the other party members to come with. So, Yoop. He's trucking. So, okay. Well, this is a thing.
Yeah, I'll wait till everybody catches up to describe it.
Yeah. I will not move any further. I will stay high enough up that if anybody wants to get past and below my tiny self, they can do what they got to do. But
this is enough for me, Pam.
This brings me up a little. This looks very, very, very big and very, very important. So I will maybe just kind of nod to Valerian and be like, this looks like a religious significance. You might want to take a special look at that, but I am good here. I am great here.
I might cast Cure Wounds on myself.
That's probably a good idea. So at the end of this hallway, there is a large sarcophagus displayed very prominently at the end of the hallway. You also see a number of mummified corpses surrounding the perimeter of the room. And the sarcophagus itself is a very, very large sarcophagus. Very big. Covered with all sorts of hieroglyphics and religious iconography. If anyone wants to make a religion check from there, you can see the coffin. Go ahead and do that. 28, pretty good.
The heck with it, I will. I'll try, even though it's not my forte by a good bit. So, wow.
22 is great. This is clearly
Okay.
some kind of important figure that was entombed here for a reason.
Do I see any obvious similarities between this and the statue I saw before?
No, not necessarily. A lot of the sarcophagi just have a general cat face, kind of carved out. This one has, if you look closely enough, it has specific markings on it. It has, it's almost painted in areas, and also, kind of, I don't know what it was, enameled, I guess, in some kind of metal, some kind of metallic substance. And the face appears to be very distinct. This is a different depiction than other sarcophagi you've seen.
Okay, I will share that. I will share that information with the rest of the group, and I would probably not be too keen on disturbing that, but if it's something we really need to do, okay, but it seems like that could be a lot of trouble, and I don't know that this would be the source of the poison here, so that's really what we're trying to stop. So unless somebody else has a better idea for anything specific we want to do with this, I think it might be really smart for us to go somewhere else and just not
say that you do think that you could open it if you wanted to. You could push the lid aside. It would just be fairly hard to do.
Yeah. But do we want to? See, that's the thing. I guess one. Yeah, I just don't. I don't think that it's necessarily a good idea to go messing with strange sarcophagi. So, somebody else is feeling extra bold. They can have at it, but I am definitely going to be staying back here if they're wanting to mess with that, because I'm not a particularly strong individual, and I don't usually like poking around in strange sarcophagi unless there's a really good reason. And if somebody's not giving me one, I am going to focus on concerns a little more suited to the living. Like, finding...
Just as everything
Yeah.
about to go fucking wrong, we're in every ounce of this room. So I will have to return back.
Okay, so David, you're also voting to turn back?
Yes.
Okay. That's 2 turn backs. I'm on the fence, and unless Valerian's particularly keen on poking the strange sarcophagus, maybe we're better off just, if nothing else, we've proven that at least to a degree we can handle some of the traps we've run across. But this could be on another level than that. So, yeah, I am okay with going back if that's what the majority of the group decides. So,
Choice is yours.
anybody?
We obviously don't know what Valerian's vote is, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll move him with the group, and I'll fill him in what happened if he hasn't figured it out already with his wireless headphones.
Yep. So, it's yeah, it could be. I mean, I'm just saying. On the other hand, that's big enough that it could potentially have some kind of way through to somewhere else. It could be that it just looks like a sarcophagus, but is actually, a potentially a passageway of some kind. Don't know. And so, I would. The one thing I might suggest to Valerian, if he's feeling brave enough, is he may or may not want to tap on the sarcophagus with that pole, just to see if it, sounds unusual, and that's probably about as far as I suggest we go with this. Like, yeah, this doesn't seem like it's really the way we need to go. If nothing else, it's kind of hidden away from a lot of other things, so maybe we're better off not doing something we might really, really, really regret.
Hmm.
Your tokens are your own, so whatever you want to do.
We can always come back.
Other hallway then.
Sounds great.
We.
That's what I'm gonna do because he's not here. Close that. Open his. Keep his on the side.
Okie dokie. Back we go. To somewhere that isn't that.
He'll just keep doing what he's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't see anything down this hallway.
Looking around.
You know what I'm going to do also? Is I'm going to whisper all of these.
Hmm.
Here's what I'll do, because he's not back yet and it's taking forever to get whatever he had delivered.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll perception checks for every new hallway, seeing as you want him to be your guide through. But he will not continue first.
So far, so
you guys will continue first,
Okay.
based on the information.
yeah, and yep, that sounds good. So, all right. I guess I would. Oh. All right, still flying up here. I will continue right in front of him, right there. So,
Okay.
and if nothing has happened now that I'm in front of him, I'll probably make a perception check, just because I'm feeling a little paranoid, to be honest. We've already run into 2 traps in about as many hallways, so, or maybe not quite so many, but yeah, about half the hallways we've been in have had traps. So
Go ahead.
I am for sure doing that. So plain old perception roll, such as it is.
Seem fairly confident.
All right.
You don't see anything crazy going on here. Just another pile
All
of
right,
sand.
I
and
am
a hallway that
continuing
continues
to-
around to the right.
Yep. Fly down the hallway up to this point. And if others are following behind me, great. And I will probably go up to this point and kind of peek around the hallway. If Valerian wants to take a look down that way, great.
Valerian says he
It
doesn't
seems like
see
kind of
anything
an
untoward down the next hallway.
Cool. All right. I will go that way. And anybody who wants to follow me can do so, but I am most certainly flying, as
Slowly
a
being
lot of the
left
trouble
behind
that
at the
we've seen
intersection.
so far is...
Come on, Chance.
Yeah.
I am sorry about that. It wasn't a delivery, it was a fucking probation.
Fucking Jesus.
Hmm.
I figured it was taking too long. I've been having you check whispered.
Thank you.
Nothing else. But I will say here, because this is a thing that happened. So I'll put you back here. When you went down the other narrow hallway, there was a large, very large sarcophagus, decked out in all sorts of, like, it's a painted sarcophagus with like gold enamel, and it's got several
Fancy.
mummified corpses surrounding it. Looks very very distinct. The face on the sarcophagus appears to be of somebody, not just generic cat man face. The group voted to turn back and not interact with it, but I wanted to let you know that that was there. So. Moving back to where everyone else is.
If you particularly feel like doing something crazy, maybe later, but for right now, we're just trying to see where this goes. So, if you want to go ahead and take a peek at the corner, please do. We've kind of been following your lead. So,
You're good up until there.
alrighty.
Also, Chance is still way behind. Chance is back at the intersection and is not with the rest of the group, so if anything happens, that is where he will be.
Chance,
Okay.
you there?
That is where you are at the moment.
Alrighty. Mm-hmm.
If you want to check on that, you certainly can.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess if
Are you there, Jay?
we're good.
He might have disappeared again. Well, back to this.
Okay.
He says he doesn't see anything down this hallway either.
Okay. Well, I will go a bit ahead of him, still continuing to not go on the floor, and just go up to this point and just kind of mention back to the group that it looks like there's a couple of turns to the left here, one nearby and wide, and one all the way down at the end and narrow. So that's about all I can see. So
I'll say, as you guys kind of pass through, you guys are good up until like the corner here, but as you guys pass by this kind of recess, you can see a number of hieroglyphic images depicting cat folk fighting Minotaur.
Oh. Well, that's the sort of thing that might be potentially appealing to a history buff. But I'm not really one of those, so moving on.
Doesn't see anything down this next hallway.
Okay.
I'll move him down to the center of this room here.
Following along.
You have two choices.
Alrighty. Mm-hmm.
Once chance catches up again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's what I want to do. Here we go. And we're back.
Here we go.
My utility and my rent is totally about a month, about $750. In Southern California, that's fucking amazing.
Yes.
Pretty.
And my fucking one shift club tips take care of that.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You have two options before you. You have a side hallway that leads to what appears to be a dead end, and you have another hallway that continues south.
I want to go south. Get all the perimeter checked out before we go inside.
Sure.
Anybody else?
Sounds good.
Yes? No?
Sounds great. You're the one that's kept us from getting us too banged up in here so far, so I am
This seems very
perfectly
nice.
fine. Yeah, we've been through a few of those, but
Okay, I left you on Whisper, by the way, just in case you want to change that. Yeah, with that roll, you feel fairly confident. There's nothing going up ahead.
You know what? No, I'm gonna leave it on Whisper so I leave people hanging.
Sure, whatever you want to do. But this narrow hallway, you think you are fairly confident that there's nothing going on with it.
I tell the people, I'm pretty sure this thing is clean.
Wow, there's some stuff coming up, like options. I wave at the rest of the party to come check this out.
Oh yeah, more branching paths.
That's my suggestion.
Go left.
That line, that's the direction I want to go.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Following along.
Yep, fairly confident as well. There's nothing going on down here. You can continue down to where you see the next statue.
Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like this.
Yeah. By the way, I call that hallway the illusion of choice now because it's just a loop around.
I noticed.
So, there is a large statue of a sphinx at the end of this kind of hallway, with two other smaller doorways going off to the left and to the right. The sphinx is covered in hieroglyphs, and there is text that is inscribed into the chest of the sphinx that you can see from this distance.
Do I happen to notice if the Sphinx looks particularly like a Sphinx we have met in the past?
It does not look like Razia's, no. It's a clean-shaven Sphinx head. Razia's has a massive beard, braids, and everything.
Well, that would have been an interesting coincidence. Okay, well, I guess if no one's perceived any danger around the Sphinx itself, I might go investigate whatever writing is on it.
I haven't checked. I haven't checked this area yet.
Well, then I will hang back. I will let you do whatever checking you feel is appropriate to the situation.
Seems fine to you. Seems fine to approach, at least.
Where?
Okay. All right. I will approach the Sphinx as close as I need to look at the writing on its chest.
Sure.
So,
do you know Celestial?
I don't know if it... Honestly, I don't. I know Primordial and Common, and that's it. Anything else I'd have to cast Comprehend Languages for. And that would have to be a ritual, so it would take a while. So I will step back and, say, I can't make any sense out of this gibberish. If anybody else wants to go give it a peek, have at it. But
so, Flaren, as you approach, you can read the Celestial on the wall there. It reads, "A secret whispered in the correct ear can open pathways far and near."
That's a riddle. I'm bad with these.
So that's it. Okay. Chance can also read Celestial, so he's like, yeah, let's come back to this.
Okay.
I guess it's definitely a secret, but it's something that the wand wouldn't do anything here, so that's useless. And unless we have the password, I don't think we can go any further.
Okay. Also, yeah, unless it means a situation like any secret, but that seems too easy. So, okay, I guess, Valerian, if you want to lead on to somewhere else, have at it. But I'm gonna go behind you and, yeah, follow your lead. So,
We're following
right.
the pole. I guess you could say we're pole dance and a conga line.
Yes, you could say that.
Yeah, fairly confident. Nothing in this corner room. You can proceed up until the next hallway. As you kind of
some stuff.
The next hallway is another fairly narrow hallway section. You can see that beginning at the entrance to this hallway, they are covered in hieroglyphs that are decorating the walls.
You still have that wand?
I do, but I only have 2 charges left.
I don't know. This feels like something. It feels like something's here.
Alright, Chance gonna move so that he is. Every bit of the wall here is within 30.
Okay.
And I'll use the second charge, and I'll use charge of the Wand of Secrets.
Because the hieroglyphs are all over the walls of this corner room, right?
No. They're all over the walls of the hallway in front of you.
Oh, never mind then. So I was being directed to do. In that case, no, I will not use a charge, even in the hallway, because if it's in the hallway, no. But there's nothing else, we can come back and I'll use a charge then, but right now, no.
26.
Okay.
So I'll give you this. As you don't appear to see anything trapped, but as you walk down the hallway, you're noticing as you kind of go around that some of the stones, the stone tiles that make up the hieroglyphs, are loose.
I don't like that.
Let's.
Are they on the? Are they?
Like, they seem pressable. They're
I really
not
want to press them.
secret traps, but they are pressable.
Yeah, there's definitely a secret here, but also this, like, all that would happen is that the one would say, "Oh, hey, there's a secret here." It wouldn't tell me what the secret is or how to activate it.
Yeah.
It would point to where it is, though.
So. Well, if nobody particularly, well, I guess I would say, if I were to cast comprehend languages on myself, would that work on hieroglyphs, or would that just not enable me to make any sense of those at all?
No, the point of the hieroglyphs is to visually tell a story, so you can infer those just by looking at them. And making a religion check if you want. Comprehend languages is for, like, literal meanings of written languages. And written and spoken languages.
Okay. I will see if I can make a religion check and decipher the story that the walls are trying to tell. All right.
Sure. 17.
Not terrible.
To the best of your interpretation, through this entire hallway, up until the point where it opens up into the next big chamber, tells the story of two wealthy individual catfolk who met, fell in love, and had an entire life, and who were instrumental in building the foundation of Shijie, what it eventually became.
Oh.
I will also say, in terms of, like, where the buttons are that you found, there's one right here. Here. And there's one further up the hallway as well.
I guess probably the one that's right near me. I would look and see what the picture on the button depicts. Is it a person, an object?
So this button is part of the depiction, like the depiction of their early lives when they had just met. And the button itself is a tile in the shape of an amulet around the female Tabaxi's neck.
Okay. And then I would probably look at the one up here.
That one
and see what that one looks like. So
that one is further on. You can see as these go on, you kind of get the idea of what they did. The woman appeared to have been a priestess, and the man appeared to have been a soldier of some kind. And this button in the middle of the hallway is his shield.
Okay. So amulet there, shield here, and there was another one further on up, right? Like around this part,
No, way up there, around the corner.
Okay.
The rest of the hallway is not trapped, so you guys can move up and down as you wish.
Okay. I will go inspect the hieroglyph up here around the corner and see where, I guess, over here, and see if it's... Oh, okay.
And the last one is the end of their lives, as they are clearly old and surrounded by their children and grandchildren. And the button is in the shape of the grandchildren holding hands in a ring.
Interesting. Okay, I would probably mention that to the rest of the party that there was an amulet, and then a shield, and then I guess a ring of young tabaxi. Yeah.
Further
So,
on past
I don't know
these
if that has-
hieroglyphs, you are fairly confident that there's also no traps. As there is a staircase that leads upward, but nothing untoward ahead.
Mhm. All right. So, all right. I guess I will maybe just be over here near the stairs and kind of wave the rest of the party on and ask, do we want to see what those hieroglyphic buttons do? I don't know.
Yes.
I think we should check out what those buttons do first, but also before we go up these stairs, or is it down?
That's an upward staircase.
Okay, before we go up, I think we should investigate the rest of the floor first. But that's my opinion.
Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, there is a lot that we haven't seen, and if anybody's changed their mind and wants to go back and poke at that very specific looking sarcophagus, they can, but that doesn't seem like where we need to be right now. But certainly there's other hallways we could check. I'm thinking with the buttons here, I don't know if they would need to be pushed in some kind of order, or if they should all be pushed at the same time. I don't know how we would figure that out, but could potentially be something very rewarding, but it could also be potentially something very dangerous. So, just defer to the group, and whatever you all decide, I'll be more than happy to be part of it if we're needing to have 3 people push the buttons at the same time. I guess I could try getting this ring one over here if someone else wants to push the other ones.
What if we have to press them in order?
We
Yeah.
have we don't know the order, do we?
I mean, there's the order of their lives, which starts with the priestess's amulet, and then the soldier's shield, and then the family that they started. So,
And do the hieroglyphs directly translate to the bits about that, or
Nope.
because I don't think
It's a depiction of two very famous tabaxi that are instrumental in the founding of the city. It doesn't necessarily give any specific information about anything that would lead you to believe that there's an order.
Well, in the absence of that, maybe the best strategy is to push them all at once. But if we do that, we're going to have to split up to do it. I'm okay with that if the rest of you all are okay with that too. But it's
Might as well. Yeah, I'll split up.
all right. I will push the ring one. How are we gonna set things up so we kind of time this together so we're all pushing at the same time?
And you could just yell 1, 2, 3. It's a quiet hallway. I mean, you could probably hear each other. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
okay, I just not too certain this is a good idea, but
Hey, unless you want to use that wand to check things out a little.
but
Again, it may do nothing. It may do nothing if you so.
the wand won't do anything anyway, because the wand doesn't tell me the answer to any of these.
Yeah,
it only just says
true.
that, oh hey, there is a thing here. It doesn't say how to access the thing.
Yeah, it shows you where things are if there are things.
Okay, let's just I'm at the ready here. If somebody else once everyone's in position.
Now where are all the ones need to be at for the record?
This one here by me.
You let me standing in front of his. You're standing in front of yours, and David is standing in front of his. So as you all kind of sync up, 1, 2, 3, press your buttons. I can only do this.
Okay.
So hold on. I'm gonna open these doors.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
So At the same time, all three doors slide open to reveal sarcophagi inside.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that's something.
You can see unlit braziers in the corner. You can see some sarcophagi, different size than others. I will say, Chance, yours in particular looks like yours has a pair of painted sarcophagi in it. So you would assume these to be the important ones.
Great. Hey, we at the very least not moving yet.
Yeah, there is no other activity from within as the doors slide open.
Because Fuego would immediately know if something moved. At least within his room, within the room in front of us. Okay. Would pressing them again close it?
The doors slid into the wall.
Oh no, there's no accessing the buttons. It's kind of a one-way thing. Right.
You get the feeling that these were never intended to be open unless under very specific circumstances.
Yep.
It's a tomb. You're not supposed to enter things. These are supposed to stay shut. These people are supposed to be in here.
Yep. Well, I guess I would shout out to Valerian what I see through my door, and I guess I would shout to him. Does anybody else have unlit braziers in front of them? What are they seeing? Something like what I'm seeing. So.
Yep.
Okay. Well, the only obvious thing I see is potentially lighting the braziers, but I don't know if that's a good or a bad idea.
I say we leave it be.
Okay. One vote to leave it be.
Maybe.
We're here to find out the cause of the plague, not grave rob.
Yeah.
Help them stick in the walls.
Yeah, I have no idea what lighting these braziers would even do. So, all right. If we're going to be cautious and just kind of focus on the goal, then let's focus on the goal and I guess check out other hallways on this floor and be very cautious about how we do that. So, sounds good to me. All right, let's before we go tramping up the stairs, let's
Yeah, man, there's still plenty of we need to investigate in this hallway, in this floor. There's a whole other section we haven't been to, the other side of the thing.
there's really.
I'll give you a hint. The entire map is the first floor, so everything you haven't seen is already the first floor.
And this map is huge.
Yes. Yes.
Almost like it's a mega dungeon.
Uh-huh. It's like there's a lot to do in here or something.
Right. Well, let's just look around some of the places we haven't yet, and maybe we'll find something that seems like something we should do something with. So
Why is there two Davids?
I'm
Because
gonna.
one got shoved into between wall.
Yeah, the lens between swallowed him up. Got destroyed.
Yep.
Elden Ring DLC coming out pretty soon.
I know. I fucking already pre-bought it. I'm so excited. Anyway, I'm especially excited to do karate on things. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
Okay. So the next hallway here. There are along the walls on either side of this hallway. There are several stone statues depicting Tabaxi warriors.
Okay.
Is that 20 new or is that the last one?
That's the newest one.
That's the newest
Or
one?
this hallway.
So, easy enough to tell. Along the sides, in between each statue, there are holes in the walls and the ceiling as well. The wall, ceiling, and floor all have holes. Definitely 100% trapped.
Mm-hmm. Well, and probably, I don't know, is there somebody who'd want to see if it was a magical variety of trap or some other kind?
I'll take a look, but I'm not going in there.
Okay. If you want to peek through, I ain't stopping you.
Chance will peer around the corner. Same Arcana roll as before?
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
Whoa.
You are very confident that there is nothing magical about this hallway.
Okay. I would probably attempt to. Let's see. I guess I'd attempt to fly down the hallway, being very careful not to touch any of the holes. I'd probably go right here in front of Valerian, and I don't know what I would necessarily do. I'd probably try investigating the closest hole. So whatever's nearby, I would look at that and make an investigation roll and see if there's some way I can figure out if there's some kind of mechanical trap there, because
Sure.
I'm guessing that's the only kind there is.
Go ahead and roll.
So,
Investigation.
all right. Yep. Whoa.
Yeah, there's definitely a mechanical trap there. Inside of the hole, you can see the presence of a metal spike that, when triggered, would prop up out of the hole itself and impale whatever's above it. That goes for every single hole down this hallway. The entire hallway fills with spikes when you activate the trap. Now, with that roll, I will also say that following the trail of where these go, you do see that there are several tiles which do not have holes, which are presumably pressure plates that could potentially be disarmed.
Okay, I guess I would probably go to the closest one of those and attempt to make a thieves' tool check and try to disarm the closest pressure plate. So,
Closest one is right here.
okay, I will carefully, again keeping in mind not to step on anything, fly over to it and attempt to kind of use thieves' tools on it and see if I can disarm this sucker. So,
Make me a sleight of hand check.
yep. Okay.
Or a thieves' tool check.
Yep. Let's see. I think I've got. If I remember right, Thieves' Tools is the one I've got expertise in, so I'll use that. Thieves' Tool. And that should have the bonus from the Gloves of Thievery that I've got.
That gives you
So
bonus to sleight of hand.
and using Thieves' Tools.
And thieves' tools? Okay. Yeah, it should apply.
Pretty sure. Like let me make absolutely sure on that, because I'm pretty sure
I
it's
thought it was
both.
just like a flat +7 to sleight of hand.
Let me check here.
Gloves of Thievery,
There?
while wearing them, +5 bonus to sleight of hand checks and dexterity checks made to pick locks.
Pick locks. So, all right. So it's just. So I guess I don't know which one it would go on. So all right. So I don't use sleight of hand to use thieves' tools, right?
You can do either roll.
All right.
Your thieves'
Yeah,
tools should pop up a query, and you just pick dexterity. It's a different thing.
Yeah. Let's just do that and see what happens, because it's
Technically, you could try to disarm the trap without thieves' tools. So, but if you're using your thieves' tools, it's a separate roll. So it's just multiple ways.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to use the tools. So, all right, where is that? Okay. Dexterity, submit. See what happens. Did it do it? That's
You could
weird.
you could do it. I believe in you.
And should be normal roll. So
Yeah, no more roll.
submit.
Yeah, 36 is
There we go.
probably fine. Yeah, you're able to disarm that one. And just for the sake of brevity, figuring out how this hallway works, you guys have rolled insane. You can, with that roll, I'm confident you can disarm the rest of them with no problem.
Okay.
I mean, for fuck's sake, it's a fucking. What did you roll? 2 5s and an 8. You have a +8, +5 to all of that, so it's
Yeah.
automatically a 13. I'm not worried.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I picked the expertise in that. So, because when you need it, you really need it. All right.
Now, what I will ask is, how long do those boots of yours last?
Let's see if I remember right. Yeah, they last about 2 hours, I think. Let me make sure. Let me go back here. It's under uncommon, right? Okay, down there. Oof. Let's see. Oh no, they can fly up to 4 hours. So.
Okay.
Yep.
So you have about
4 hours
you have
and
about 3 hours of that left.
okay. All right, and I guess if I've disarmed all of the pressure plates in this hall, I will just to the floor, probably about where I am now, and I'll wave Valerian to come in and check out whatever he might need to check out further up. But that's where I'm at right now. So, okay.
Yeah.
And unless
you already know what's in this hallway, there's no need to make another check.
Okay.
Unless there's
All right.
something else specifically you're looking for. But the traps have been all disarmed, so you're free to.
Yeah, I'm letting him move on down the hallway, and just go ahead and check perception wise to see if there's anything
Nothing else.
obviously dangerous on ahead. So
I'll
right,
fast
going
forwarding
on
past the
time.
next corners here. The entrance is up next. So
Okay.
you've made a full circle at this point.
Okay, I think we could go up the
Okay.
stairs now, unless we want to go crack open those sarcophagus.
There is another hallway
I thought there
past
was
the pit.
Yeah.
Down that other hallway. So you could go that way potentially. Or
Yeah,
you could go up
yeah.
the other
Wait, there's another area we didn't.
Mhm.
Yeah. We didn't go over to the right at all. So yeah. There's the.
You guys didn't.
We
you
could
guys went
go
down
all
the
the way
side path.
down.
You didn't go up the other way.
Yeah. We did not go past this. So, I guess if I can skirt around it, I'll do that.
Yeah, you're fine. I mean,
And
Hey, VG, Fuego stuck in that pillar.
right.
sorry.
Hmm.
I'll move him up here.
Well, rats. Yeah. Okay, and I am
You can drag
moving
a box around
behind
here,
Valerian
just to
and-
move them both together, right?
I've been doing that.
Yeah.
It's just when I tried that before, when I moved past the pillar, Fuego got stuck. So I was like, well, fuck.
Right. Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
moving behind and making sure Valerian is. And is David catching up,
So
or
you're all good up until here.
Oh,
If you're looking ahead.
okay?
I'm trying to catch up here 1 minute, please.
Why are you sideways?
Don't ask questions.
What the fuck? Hold on. Stop. Don't touch. How did you manage to turn both of yourselves 45 degrees to the right?
I'm on my iPad, so I think twisted my fingers.
Okay, that explains a lot. Explains a lot. Okay, So your group
Okay.
is good here. I'm just gonna drag you because it's easier at this point. Fucking,
Okie doke.
you're good up until there.
Uh,
Here there is
Whoa.
another choice. There is the left, which has a
That's-
giant pit in the middle of the room, and there is the upward direction, which has another narrow hallway. The pit appears to be a four-way intersection. By the way,
Haven't we been to this pit?
no, that is a different pit than what you've been to. This one, first of all, is open. It's not the spike pit. It is a different pit.
I did not sign up to be in Dune, and that looks like something out of Dune. I can feel like a giant ass fucking worm's gonna come out of that fucking pit.
I? Yeah, it's I. Okay, got it. I have all these labeled in in my notes, so I have to keep scrolling up in my notes to find the sections you guys are in. Okay. So, what
Okay.
section you want?
I want to check out the pit.
I will. Okay. I will follow along behind.
I'm gonna check for traps and whatnot.
Sure. It's a yawning pit that stretches downward into darkness, essentially. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh fuck! Somebody else step in. I can't find it. So
I guess I could try.
22.
22 is fine. So this is likely the remains of a pit trap that was sprung a long time ago. The pit itself does not appear to be an intentional construction to be a pit in the center of the room. It appears to have been once covered and then someone tripped it. By the way, this none of you have more than 100 feet of dark vision other than David, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
It's David's drow and he has 120 feet of dark vision.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess he would if he wanted to look down at something very dark.
So you guys, none of you can see the bottom, but David can. David, at the bottom there, you can see about 100 feet down the broken skeletal remains of a thief at the bottom of this pit, who is still clutching what appears to be a stone tile.
Well, could be important.
Could be.
Do you?
Anyone like to go grab it?
Do you feel confident with sending Xenivore down there? Because he could do it, but if you don't want to put him at risk,
if I send him more than 100 feet down, he loses a piece of his mentality.
That's a problem. Okay.
Yeah.
He could carry you down.
I mean,
as well.
or David could fly down himself, because the way evolutions work, you can just kind of just touch and take it for like a minute or so.
That is true. You could just take his flight for a bit.
Well,
Okay,
yeah,
I yoink his flight and go yoink the tablet.
Sure. I assume that you both fly down together just because you have to keep distance in a certain way. But
Yep.
yeah, you can go down. So when you get down there, it's just this
makes sense.
skeleton, broken, clothes rotted away over time, and you just find the tablet in its grasp. You can see that there is a depiction of one of the phases of the moon on it.
I yoink it.
This is something that you don't pick up immediately because you're like, what the fuck does this mean? But with you being as intelligent as you are and having gone to university, eventually it comes to your mind like, oh, this might be that moon thing I've heard about.
Ooh. Just like
one of your history classes, probably taught by Professor Tallerstein, comes to mind, where the moon used to have phases when people could see it.
Let's see. He grabs it in case it's important and heads back up.
Cool. You can add a moon tile to your inventory.
All right. Seeing as how I am a bit of a history nerd and know my history, or at least know what historical artifacts, like how to date those types of things. How long does it seem like this pit has been the way it has been? Like, how long ago was this?
That's a good question. I'll do this. Make me 2 checks. Make me a history check and make me a medicine check. Okay. So, based on the description of what David saw down there, plus the general state of the pit as it is, long enough for a body to decay. but you know that the Tabaxi are very tight where it comes to security around the pyramid. So you assume that this is like probably soon after the pyramid's creation, if you had to guess. You're not sure exactly how soon. It's hard to pinpoint a time period, but this has been like this for a while.
Okay, shall we move on?
May I see that tablet, David?
Close, here you go.
While we're walking, I would like to start studying this thing, kind of trying to figure out
Sure.
any significance about it.
Is this going down or up?
Those stairs are going up. Chance, you are more familiar with moon things. This particular tile is of a waning gibbous moon. If you want to give it more detail.
Wait a minute, we've been here.
You have not been there
Have we?
before, no.
Really?
Nope. You have not been there before.
They all start to seem alike now. Oh no, I'm lost.
It's almost like it's a maze or something. But yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
I'll say this. We will take your. Oh my god, he gets stuck on the fucking wall again. He did. We'll take your previous role, your most recent role as the one for most of the hallways down here, and I'll just move you up gradually because you can kind of see the path here. In fact, I'll move you with my keyboard so you guys can kind of see what we're doing here. This is a wraparound. No traps, just open space depictions of higher grips, that kind of thing. Up to the corner here is where the next portion of this is. You see a very similar setup to kind of what you a very similar setup to kind of what you had seen before, but let's see if I can. You see another statue here, surrounded by sarcophagi, and you can see that the statue itself is kind of standing resolute, arms at its sides, here in this hallway.
Okay, so it's in a different position than the one we saw earlier that had its arms up.
Yes.
Okay.
This is clearly a different statue. You can see like where this wall is, kind of here. You can see kind of past it into the next room. There's a kind of like a stone bars that are preventing passage forward physically through it. But it seemingly leads to nothing. Like there's just like a dead end back here and a bunch of rubble.
Okay. Well. I'll move up when Valerian tells me that it looks more or less clear.
Guess I should be glad it's not fucking math spamming, but it's still annoying that it doesn't fucking roll when I click on the damn goddamn thing.
With that roll, you do not notice anything specific about this area yet.
It's clear.
You're welcome to, by the way, roll perception or investigation on this area, anyone who wants to.
Remember, I'm just looking for traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll give perception a go. So.
23's good.
I'm percepting.
You're fairly certain that statue moves. just not sure how.
Okay. I guess I could try taking a closer look at it. And do I want to try investigating the statue itself?
I mean, with that roll, I've given you pretty much everything you need to know about the statue. It somehow will move aside
Yeah.
if you do something, but you don't know exactly what triggers the mechanism.
Yeah. Well, I guess because the arms are different from the other one, I could try seeing if one of the arms has any movement to it at all. I don't know if it. All right.
The arms are solid stone fused to the side of the statue. Nothing on the statue itself moves. It's just that you see that there is a way for the statue to slide aside.
Let's see. There would be something that would move it. Well, I mentioned that to the rest of the party and see anybody have any ideas for something that might be somehow connected to the statue. Don't see any obvious moving parts.
David starts to shift the statue if he can.
Sure. Make me a strength check.
This hand, well.
I'll get out of the way.
Push as you might, that statue ain't budging.
Got it.
There's something else you need to do.
Well,
David says the prayer.
Good thought, but the prayer does not do anything specific here.
I'm not sure what I'm.
You think you've pretty much figured out everything that has to do with the statue as it stands currently. There's nothing around you to interact with that you haven't already looked at that would give you an idea that it moves the statue somehow.
Probably not here then.
Well, if there's nothing we can do with it right now, I guess I'll just wait to go wherever Valerian says it's safe to go.
That's sure that always did end.
Yeah, going down.
Sure. So, this room does not appear to be trapped at all. It does have a large mural of Qaraako himself at the end of that passageway, surrounded by white pillars of fire.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
What do we do with that information? Like, I'm trying to think of, like, there's gotta be some way to get that Sphinx to move, but, like, I don't know what the fuck to say.
It just gotta be so sarcophagus,
Take a look
unfortunately.
around.
Maybe there's something around the corner, or
Sure. So, 27, fantastic. So down this hallway, you don't see any traps, anything obvious. What you do see down that hallway is there's a brazier on the side of the room there, and there are several clay pots that are kind of arranged around the room in a kind of a square pattern.
You said square pattern?
You do also see on the end of this wall here another depiction of Qaraako, but this one is flanked by yellow fire instead of white.
Maybe we should light this up with yellow fire?
That sounds a little bit too easy.
I'm going to investigate, I guess, the closest brazier here and see if there's anything unusual about it other than it being just a standard brazier.
Doesn't appear to be any different than a standard brazier. There's kind of like a. I will say here. I'll do this. Make a an investigation check for me. Let's see if we get this. 15. What you do get from that brazier is a strange scent. It's not burning wood. It's acrid, like burning chemical.
What sort of chemical it would be?
Color does sulfur burn?
That I do not know.
Well, I guess if I'm smelling something that's definitely not wood burning, I guess I would ask around to the rest of the party, does anyone have some oil? I don't think I do. Let's see.
It doesn't smell like oil.
Sulfur burns.
It smells. It doesn't smell like rotten eggs either. It's not sulfur. It's like some other kind of like bitter chemical smell. It's super off-putting. Something that you've probably come across in an alchemy class at some point.
Could I make an intelligent? Because Chance is a very smart individual. He's hit the books regularly. Does this smell remind him of anything that he could put a name to?
Sure. That would be either. Let's see. It's either Arcana or Medicine. Whichever one you got is better.
Oof. Great.
It's not something that you can specifically put your finger on, but it is something that you can recognize. It's familiar to you. I will also say you have not checked out everything yet in this hallway. There's a piece of the puzzle you're missing, and you should do some more investigation.
Can I check out some of these baskets?
Sure. You go over. It's a clay pot. It's about like 2 feet high, and when you look inside, it is let's see, it is colored red powder on the inside of it.
Is there a picture with the red brazier fire earlier?
Let's see. There's not one. There's not one that you passed that was red. There was one that you passed that was orange, and there was another one in the previous hallway that you passed that was purple as well.
Okay, we're at least taking this pot with us.
It's a big ass heavy clay pot. Lemmy, from your perspective, when you go down to those in the corner, those have green powder inside of them.
Okay. Green powder, red powder.
Can David attempt to identify what these are?
Do you have proficiency in alchemy at all?
I do not believe so.
Make me a nature check with disadvantage.
Okie dokie.
Just say Oakley Dokley.
Okie dokie.
9.
Yeah, and
Yeah, hard to put your finger on. You don't really know. You're not an alchemist. Not something that you would be able to figure out just at a cursory glance without tools at your disposal and time to investigate.
I guess could I try to do nature disadvantage on the green stuff?
Sure.
I'm
Okay.
gonna give him guidance.
Okay.
Aw. Okay, I'll turn that on for guidance. Yeah, guidance. All right. You never
So
know.
I don't feel useless.
Thanks. Appreciate the help. So we'll see if it does anything.
You turned the
Probably.
wrong
Huh? It said guidance on there, so.
That's David's previous.
It's the one I
take off pass without yet.
Oh no, I haven't. Yeah. All right. So that's weird. All right. Nature disadvantage. All right, let's go.
24, pretty good. Yours is it's kind of like a dried cactus, like a normal cactus that's been dried, kind of tanned, and then ground into a powder. I'll do this as well since you rolled so high. Make me a straight intelligence check.
Okay. Will do. All right. Intelligence. Oop. There we go. Wow.
You know that with that roll, if you are able to correctly identify this powder, you know that if burned, it would burn the same color as it is.
Ah. Okay.
And you could assume the same for the other
Like-
powders.
All right. I'll go back to the. Yeah, I'll let the rest of the group know that it burns whatever color powder it is. Do I see any other kinds of pots or?
There are other pots in there you haven't checked yet.
Okay, I guess I'll go check the one down in this corner. So, in this far corner here. So,
Sure.
go give a look at that one.
That one has a stash of blue powder in it.
Okay.
Okay,
Alrighty.
we have the blue powder, we have the red powder, right? Let's go to the purple flower ones. Did you just port us over there, please?
Okay.
You have
Well,
red,
let me-
blue, and green powder.
I know. Can you take us to where the purple one was?
Sure.
All right. And did I check out this one yet?
That one's cracked and empty. There's nothing in that one.
Okay. So, we got some red, blue, and green, and wasn't there another one up here? No, I guess it was just red, blue, green. So, I don't think there was another one. So, all right.
It's red, blue, and green. So
Right.
you're taking handfuls of the blue and red powders, and you're moving into the previous hallway, which is back this way.
All right.
Into this, remember that kind of roundabout room I showed you?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where we're going.
Okay. Over here, I think. Okay. Down by that.
Yeah, that's it.
And is it over here or?
There are 3 braziers in this kind of roundabout section.
Oh, okay. Okay. Alrighty. So I guess We need to put some red and blue powder in each of those, right? Maybe. If that matches the color that's up on the wall. So
in this roundabout section is where the other two depictions of Qaraako are. The purple one and the orange one.
Okay. All right. Are we wanting to try burning some red and blue in these three over here, or what are we wanting to do next?
Yeah, well, try to match the purple flame.
Okay.
We had a
A means to
purple.
light fire, yeah?
I mean,
What do you do?
we got a flint
We've
and
got-
steel that goes with the starter kit.
Yeah.
So easy enough to light a small fire, and then when you mix in the red and blue powders, the flame does in fact burn purple.
Neat.
Oh, thank God. The orange one is just the yellow and orange. Yeah, I mean yellow and red.
Have we found yellow though?
There was no yellow
I
powder.
thought we did.
It's red, green, and blue.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
Okay, so we need to go look for the yellow powder, but besides that, we also we had purple flame, orange flame, and what other flame?
It was yellow, purple, white, and orange.
White?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think we found white powder either, so
No, that. Hold on. You said white, purple, yellow, orange.
Yellow, purple, white, and orange are the depictions on the murals. The powder that you have access to is red, green, and blue.
I do. The white one, I'm going to try to light it up with the sacred flame.
Okay. Sacred Flame does not light things on fire.
I know.
Yeah. When you cast Sacred Flame on the brazier, it does not stay aflame.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Chad. Sorry, I tried. Anyway, yellow, purple. God damn it, I lost it. I'm writing this down and people are like, shit.
I can copy and paste it.
we got green, purple, and no.
No.
Green.
The way he said it in a specific order, so that's what I'm trying to write down.
Oh, okay. Purple, white, orange.
No, we can't get unless it literally is a white powder. You know, we just need to go around and find all these. We need to search. There's one other area we haven't been to yet, has it?
There's several areas you haven't been to. But I will.
Yeah.
I'll give you this. You can solve this puzzle with where you are right now. There's nothing else around you that would be able to do it.
And what powders we have?
Red, green, and blue.
What happened? Just to see, what would happen if we put all three of them in a brazier together and burn it, red, green, and blue, just to see. I don't know if it'll do anything, but it's got to do something, right?
Sure.
Okay,
Put all three into a brazier.
I'll try that out.
And sure enough, the flames do burn white.
Oh my God!
Okay.
But we don't have yellow to make orange or yellow flame.
Actually, I got an idea. Let's try green and blue. See what that does.
Green and blue. That does.
Let's see what it
Okay,
does.
sure, why not?
All right, I'll try green and blue powders together. So,
Green and blue powders together make a kind of like a light blue cyan color flame.
And it triggers the alarm, the intruder alert, all the senses come alive.
No.
Wait a minute.
But it does,
so let's
that
do
color
green
combination does
sin.
not match any of the murals depicted.
Yeah. All right. How about red and green then? Yeah, I'll try that. So.
Red and green do produce bright yellow flame.
Okay. So that's out of the
Something.
three we're looking, or four we're looking for. That makes yellow, and so it looks like the one that we haven't figured out how to make yet is orange.
Yeah, it's almost like fire burns orange anyway, without the need for powder. So.
Oh
that
my
one-
god.
You don't need to worry about that.
You fucker.
You have your room full of intelligent paper. I'm going to give you that one. So, burning all 4 different types of color in the 4 different pillar braziers that you have found scattered throughout this area. You do watch as soon as you light that 4th one, you hear the sound of scraping stone, and rushing back to the other area, you find the stone statue moved aside.
Yay.
How about that? Okay.
There's darkness. I can't go through.
So, hold on. So, along with that stone statue having been moved aside, a passageway opens, revealing a hidden chamber behind the statue and down a set of stairs. The way this tile set works, you can't really depict the stairs here, but you get the idea.
Okay.
Scroll down. I will give you the description for this one, and then it is 4:15, so we will stop there for today. There is, in this chamber, a large sarcophagus at both ends of the chamber itself. The hallway connecting them has 4 different braziers, and there are 6 statues, each of Tabaxi warriors, flanking the hallway.
We did it. We did it.
We definitely did something.
So, you have found a room. Congratulations. What I will do now is we're going to end the session there for today. We'll pick up with your investigation of the pyramid again next time we play. Or you can figure out what this room does, perhaps, next time on Dragon Ball Z here. So, until then, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Cool.